Hello there, Internet's Mogwai here, and I am sorry, because today I joined the dark side, and I'm going to showcase a deck that ranks pretty high up there regarding decks that I absolutely have hated in this game. It's not at a ZOE Aurelion level, but it's pretty close, and for very different reasons. Let me share the Degeneracy Incarnate, aka throw your Targon's Peak ramp. So this is the deck that I'm going to share today. This is what I'm actually going to be playing today. We Hearthstone now, boys, because there's a couple of cards that were buffed in the recent balance patch, and it made this deck better, and it actually made this deck appear on ladder. And I want to explain why this sort of like specific variant of the deck is popular, right? Even though I don't really have any official list, I just kind of like built one from the ground up myself. But I did take inspiration from what I've been facing a while back, because nowadays I think this deck is like, it was prevalent the first few days of the balance patch, I believe, but then from that point onwards it really dropped down in popularity. So here I am, now that it's edgy again, I'm gonna showcase and hate myself for it, as we are going to showcase ZOE Aurelion Field of Rush Targon's Peak. I'm not even sure why I was labeling it like that, but essentially the reason why we're playing ZOE in Aurelion instead of something like Trundle, for example, or other potential versions of champions like Braum maybe. We're playing ZOE because ever since Aurelion got buffed, now he is reverted again. So he levels up when you have allies with 20 or more total power, which means Field of Rush automatically levels him up. And that is a pretty important deal, as what we're trying to do is essentially take a bit of a beating early on, play Targon's Peak on turn 4, and then profit. That's the gist of this deck. We have a total of 17 cards that are 8 cost or more, 18 if you count the one-off of Revitalizing Roar that we have. I added this to help out our matchup against aggro a little bit better, even though that matchup is still pretty rough, not gonna lie. And yeah, we have Targon's Peak. So Targon's Peak, for those of you who don't know what this is, it's a 5-mana landmark that says round start, reduces the cost of a random card in each player's hand to 0 this round. Sounds absolutely disgusting. Yes, I know, this card exists in the game. Hopefully, it's not really a prevalent part of the metagame, because that would ruin everything for me, and here I am playing it. But it is actually a very fun card when you are the one playing it, not playing against it. So the idea is we reach that point, and then we just go crazy, because we have an insane amount of extremely greedy cards. We have It That Stares, the Infinite Mind Splitter. We got a full set of Voices of the Old Ones, so we don't run out of gas, because yes, even though our curve is ridiculous, we can actually run out of gas when our cards cost 0 mana. So we can ramp with this potentially and get that, you know, draw some 8 cost or more cards. It That Stares could potentially obliterate our own Targon's Peak if we reach a point in which we think that it can benefit our opponent more than it can benefit us. And it can also be used to either clear a board with the Avalanche sort of effect, with the Destructive Ray, or the Extinguishing Ray, and the Destructive Ray can be used alongside the likes of Buried in Ice. This neat combo that we can essentially Raijeki our opponent's board. Yu-Gi-Oh players will get that reference. We can combine these two to have a one-sided board wipe, which can be pretty amazing. But even without the combo, this card is actually really good at buying us some time. Not so much against aggro, but against aggressive mid-range, like decks like Lurk, for example. This card, or even like Dragons, this card can just wipe out an entire board and buy us a couple of turns, and that could be all that we need to just get the upper hand, or find the It That Stares and kill them anyways. So that is the gist of it. When it comes to our early game, another card that I haven't mentioned up to this point, and pretty much the most important reason why this deck is a thing now, is Faces of the Old Ones. Now, this is the new Warding Stones, ladies and gentlemen. In case you're wondering, Warding Stones is this 3-drop right here. It costs 3 mana, and it says get an extra mana gem this round. Well, now we get to do that for 2 mana. And this is arguably the biggest reason why this deck is back, because now being able to play this on turn 2, and then follow it up with something else, and then play Targon's Peak, instead of having to wait until turn 3 to do so, is a very, very big deal. The requirement that it has for it to cost 1 mana less than Warding Stones, that you need to hold an 8-cost card in your hand. Because we have a total of 17, that is a pretty easy requirement to meet, and thus makes this a amazing addition for not only this, but any sort of ramp deck out there. Like, I want to explore other potential decks that aren't as 0 or 100 as this one, to incorporate Faces of the Old Ones in and see if there could be some alternate ramp strategies out there. It can be really exciting to build with this card, and it's a very, very neat buff that I think was ultimately warranted, even though it did cause this this degeneracy to unleash. But yeah, we have Kindly Timekeeper and Avalanche. This can help us out against spread out board states and early damage received from aggressive decks, our biggest nemesis, like we mentioned. And we got Zoe and Spacey Sketcher. Zoe with Field of Rush comes out as a 10-10 and can allow us to apply a little bit of pressure or get a little bit of value early on. And both of them can potentially generate us a Moonlight through the super cool start chart or the discard effect from Spacey Sketcher, which can be used onto Targon's Peak, for example, and have it come in one turn earlier, but can also have other utilities as well. So keep that in mind. That's why we are playing these cards. This card can also fix our hand because there are certain cards like Catalyst of Aeons that can become irrelevant at a certain point, and being able to discard them and get something else like a Messenger to cycle through or Equinox. There's just a lot of very key Celestials that are 3 or less, and that's why we're playing this package right here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the deck list right there. It is just... it's fun. I don't know. It's fun. It's not. It's kind of wrong, but it's you know, the good kind of wrong, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And I'm gonna end my deck here. Hopefully you guys enjoy the games. I think they're pretty sweet, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. This whole day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, let's play some Hearthstone. As we're facing dragons, not the ideal matchup because our Targon's Peak can actually help them, but because it's the Jarvan version and not triple Aurelion Soul, that actually works out well for us here. I'm gonna drop you. I'm gonna keep She Who Wanders, and I'm gonna drop the Buried in Ice. Even though Buried in Ice can be very powerful here, I do want to keep one unit that can allow me to enable the Faces of the Old Ones, and that mulligan turns out perfectly. Though we gotta respect the Dragon Guard Lieutenant, and it's Authority. Yeah, I'm not playing into that. I'm not gonna play Faces of the Old Ones into Dragon Guard Lieutenant. So my opponent was passing there and got cheeky.
Do they still mourn?
We got punished for it.
I am more than I see.
Monsters with heart are still monsters.
Targon's Peak.
They are nothing.
Take a big hit. Worst possible pull, but whatever.
Leave your bags at the door.
We wear red to honor the fallen. Would you know them to see them again, Jerick?
He had it. I knew he had it. Mr. Flashy Flock. That's fine.
We wear red to honor the fallen. Would you know them to see them again, Jerick? They think themselves cultured.
I would not have joined their cause were they not.
Don't tell me you have another single combat. Alright. Fun times. It can backfire. As you guys can see, it can backfire. Alright, round 2. Let's see if we can have a bit more fortune on our side this time around. We do see the Targon's Peak. I'm gonna drop the Voices of the Old One and pretty much everything that's not Targon's Peak. I wanna see if I can find some ramp, boy! Alright. Not liking this second Targon's Peak draw though. We find our A cost. We go up to 6.
In this timeline, we're sure to save Icathian.
Can I paint you?
I'm actually going to keep both of these. Because even though I'm going for a roll here, that's kind of what the deck is about. But the plan is to not get the Infinite Mind Splitter hit. I wanted the Aurelion Soul to be hit here. Come on, come on. Bit of high roll. There we go. And now we can play it alongside this. What a gamble. What a gamble, baby. And I think Supernova's fine.
The heavens diminish without my attention. To the stars. Oh, they will shine.
Alright, smacking them for 10.
So much for their pedestrian tricks.
Beautiful. Alright. Get a bit of a low roll there, but fortunately we can actually afford these cards.
Now they'll pay attention.
Now they'll pay attention. We can play 0 mana Targon's Peak, which we can pretty much guarantee our...
Slaughterdogs got nothing on me.
Are we really concerned here? It's a 0 cost card.
Always did like a little surf and turf.
I'm not really worried about this pike, to be honest. Bone score? Too thick.
I assumed that was not directed at me, Zoe. You must be very important.
Got a very cheap one in Equinox, really. We know what he drew. We know what he drew. We're not gonna play Buried in Ice. Look at this tech. Look at this tech, boy. This forces him to play Rek'Sai. We actually have lethal. Just realized. Because if he plays Rek'Sai now, which is Supernova. Which one contains Pike? Doesn't say which one is Pike. I think it's on the far left though. Doesn't matter. Got him! I'm telling you, man, Buried in Ice is really good at this deck.
How do you like them sparkles?
Captain Crunch playing Ping City. Well, we gotta weather the early storm, clearly. I do want to mulligan these two away, though, because I want to find Targon's Peak, but I want to keep the Kindly Tavern Keeper. It can really go a long way. We find Field of Rush, so...
Just as good as big ones. I got an idea.
I mean, if I can slow down Gangplank's level up... it's important, right?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
Nobody cares. But hello, Isla.
Oh, I've never met anyone like you.
This unscarred Reaver is actually annoying. It counters my...
Leave your bags in the door.
Marai.
Let's talk about your dad.
Ratchet is gonna be ramping the old-fashioned way, it seems.
Next thing I know, I'm up to my britches in purple berries.
Come on in.
No more hiding.
I've got meat bigger than you. Come back next time.
Okay. I could play Avalanche, clearing 3 bodies here, but I think I should just go with this now at this point. Yeah, I feel the rush just is best. Like, we're past Targon's Peak. Because I could have gone for the Avalanche plus Targon's Peak and then set up, but that's just strictly worse. So it goes to show we can actually play without the card. Feels good, man.
Don't let my size fool you.
And now we get the level up.
Neither the flames nor the depths can claim me.
I'm the forger of stars.
Because he starts to level up Gangplank, we can retaliate with an Avalanche.
Now they'll pay attention. Your king has reached.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness.
Lunari, rise.
That is absurd. Just wow. Wow, wow, wow. You've got to be kidding me, dude. I kind of just want to play this. Just get this nonsense out of the way in that sense. Like, hey, if you have lethal, you have lethal. But I'm clearing all your little units. Okay, he has Monster Harpoon. Was not expecting that. Wow, that's a lot. Alright. Still, 2 cards in hand. Could be a double up, though.
I'll make corpses of them.
He's gonna lose the Poison Dart by doing this, though. Alright.
Explosives. My, how
They stare. This is very dangerous to play. I need to kill him this turn.
Everyone pays. Admire me. I'll cut my name into
Okay, we got it. Woo! Alright. I just realized that I thought the powder kick. Oh my god, I thought the powder kick was a blocker. I had a break.
victory today. Freedom.
Ignore that last turn. Vendetta. Bandle Tree versus Targon's Peak. Tree versus Mountain. Ladies and gentlemen, Tree versus Mountain. I'm gonna do a full mulligan. Because I really, really, really want to find that, BME.
Let me at him.
I'm gonna play Spacey Sketcher. I'm gonna discard a Tavern Keeper.
And here's where I'd paint my constellation.
Get a Messenger, cycle through my deck. Ooh, Zoe's tempting though.
Oh, gravity! Which side was upside again? Whichever way the paint drips, Zoe.
Pokey Stick. Pokey Stick.
Like this. Back it up.
Nice.
Ow, 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 ow.
I don't want to play Spacey Sketcher yet, because I may have a better target for it. Alright, Targon's Peak, where you at?
From all the regions we are one.
Okay.
Are you ready? Let's take it for a spin. Spilled paint is just accidental art.
You dropped something.
I dropped everything.
Aloof Travel was created by Loping Telescope, of course. I want to set up the avalanche, so I want to block with one of you here.
You're interesting.
Block with you here. I'm gonna block with you here. We lost Feel the Rush because of this thing, but 50% chance we get a really big hit. There we go. I'm gonna play It That Stares, which I think is this. You're It That Stares? Are you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna get our little pet.
This'll take the chill off.
I'm gonna try to overwhelm with stats, build up this avalanche, and now go for it. And if he has a Scorched Earth, then he has to choose whether to use it on my It That Stares or on that.
Where's my speech?
Now we avalanche. Clear all these little chump blockers.
We made it.
My fucking
Yay.
god.
Stuff did it.
Let's take it outside.
Created by Bandle City Mayor, of course.
Go away.
I can't play this because I discard otherwise. 50% chance again. Oh, this aloof travelers, dude. Especially because it wasn't main deck, it was just generated. Okay, good, good. Good.
And here's where I'd paint my constellation.
And now we play this. No, wait, what? Okay.
Lives are at stake.
Together we are united.
They think themselves cultured.
Very nice. We played this earlier, like they must have drawn these units like recently. This is last turn, we gotta go for the lethal here. This is why I approach it this way.
All right, line up, you little trumpers.
To the stars.
Please don't tell me I have another mini morph.
Keep out.
Got him! Got him, baby! Woo! Alright! Man, those aloof travelers were annoying.
Victory today.
Freedom tomorrow. I think this person is definitely experiencing with DNT. Considering this deck. No, I've actually heard Bandle City Sejuani before. It's the first time that I encounter it though. I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan everything. As I wanna hope to find a bit of more flexible hand, and that looks pretty neat. I mean, if it's Sejuani, it's gonna be focused on plundering. So it's gonna be pretty fast paced, but he could also, no, he couldn't be played Parleys, never mind. Okay, there's a Targon's Peak.
The Winter's Claw strikes.
Cool story, girl. We don't care about Sejuani level up because we will just overwhelm anything. I don't know, maybe DMT is actually doing DMT and they don't attack me
The Winter's Claw.
because of a secret hidden within the very realms of the universe. But that's not the case, it seems.
Look at this reality! Look how sparkly! ZOE, I'm a serious artist now. I paint sparkle
Fight or die.
Doggle, doggle, doggle.
Nice. So I'm basically doing my best to enhance my chances for this Targon's Peak to be absolutely ridiculous.
All right, team. Adventure time.
really want to take this avalanche though. Nah. It does halt a good portion, but I have chump blockers anyways. And man, if I get that feel the rush, baby. If I get that feel the rush. 50% chance. We done everything we could to set it up that way.
Can I paint you? Come on, chase me! Zoe, what's your name?
Nice. All right. Nice. This man's got all the oven hawks, holy shit. We can at least halt his attack a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can get something cool with a super cool star chart, pun intended. Like a serpent.
How's it going?
We got Healy with Catalyst of Aeons. I was thinking about getting the Moonlight to enhance my chances, but I don't need this Targon's Peak to hit something incredible. I just need to not die. And right now, we can stop the Poppy attack, and we can trade into one of the other two, and then we're looking at 8 damage. I mean, we're looking at a lot of damage to the face, don't get me wrong. Like, this Poppy is very menacing.
Are they still here?
But if we can survive the next open attack, we're good. That's what it comes down to. This deck may seem like real, like BS, but to be fair, like, my win rate's not crazy. It's every game feels like very, very, like, do or die. Or ramp or die. Peak or die. Let's go with that. Okay, let's not get some redundancy here with peak. Come on. Alright, I'll take it. I mean, not great, but, you know, when you have a free supernova,
Now
it's fine.
pay attention. You must be very important.
Quickly, Ursine. Battle approaches.
The storm is close. Soon.
A beginner's guide to creation.
Quickly, Ursine. Battle approaches.
The storm is close. Soon.
And now let's get rid of them. No storm approaching for you. Got him!
Oh yeah.
Mushrooms. This could be very dangerous. But we have the Targon's Peak. We have She Who Wanders. How important is She Who Wanders? I mean, it's important for the Behold effect. I'm gonna keep this hand, honestly. Because Tavern Keeper can help me heal up a little bit, especially considering my opponent has the attack token, right? Like, Tavern Keeper is really good when the opponent has the attack token and they're playing aggressively, because it nets good value that way. No turn 1 Teemo. That's already fantastic.
Well, what have we here? Scoping the area. Now we wait.
Catalyst. Heal up. And peek. Ooh. Zoe first, actually. That feels nice.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
Hey, that's actually good for me. Like, me getting a card out of him and that being his entire turn, that's fantastic because I don't generate the super cool start chart, which enhances my chances of high rolling with this. I can clear this Puffcat Peddler if I get the She Who Wanders here. Some good options. Even, I mean, Revitalizing Roar is a bit... I mean, I can take the damage, I can just heal it back up, right? It encourages me to do that. Bam. Just healing up.
I got ways to find mushrooms.
I should have facepalm. I should have healed my Face of the Old Ones. Works out pretty well. I was hoping for this one, but I'll take it. That's singing. We can even bird it nice if we want to. Forcing the blocks. Forcing the Puffcat. I mean, he knows that this is going to kill the Puffcat Peddler, right? So that's a good block on his behalf. But getting rid of it now saves us quite the headache.
Farina, what brings you here?
Business and pleasure, Sherry.
Okay, I was like, yeah, he's gotten some stuff, but he hasn't got that much.
I aim to win, and my aim is excellent. Bow to me!
Now they'll pay attention.
I'm actually gonna play. Oh wait, I lose my golden. Oh, nah, that's fine. This actually does more damage to me, but it gives me information as to what they can have in their hand. I just got rid of a veteran investigator. I mean, that's pretty good. I was gonna say I'm gonna clear the space for that. The space for that.
Business and pleasure, Sherry.
These Karinas are actually pretty rough, but they just haven't been able to do enough. I'm gonna bury them in ice. Bury in ice. And then Mind Splitter for the win if there's any chump blockers left, because now we know that if they have units, they're pretty big. Okay, they're just going face. Alright, to 5, but, you know, he just didn't put in the work.
So much for their pedestrian tricks.
Another game in which buried in ice is just insane. I'm telling you, it's really good in this deck. Okay, I was concerned there for a second. No, get excited without this card that I don't know of. Okay, good. Got him. And that's a video. Wow. 5 games in a row. Not bad.